Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us today as we cover the top stories from this past weekend and as we look forward to the rest of the week. Today on Cronkite Sports Now, the Cardinals came away with their first win of the season against the Bengals. How Phoenix Rising's diverse team came together to have a record-breaking season. And the Coyotes are still in search for their first win of the year. These stories and more coming your way on Cronkite Sports Now. Hello and happy Monday. Hope you all had a great weekend. Welcome to today's episode of Cronkite Sports Now. I'm Madison Carter. Let's get started. Rookie quarterback Kyler Murray led the Cardinals to their first win of the season against Cincinnati, knocking off the Bengals 26-23. The game was tied at 23 with 2 minutes left in the game when the Cards marched 62 yards down the field, and former Sun Devil Zane Gonzalez kicked the game-winning 31-yard field goal to give the Cliff Kingsbury era its first win. Reporter Rob Warner is at the Cardinals headquarters to tell us more about the rookie's success yesterday.
Right, the Cardinals finally got their first victory of the season on Sunday, knocking off the winless Cincinnati Bengals. And it was the way that Arizona won the game that should give fans reason to be excited. Rookie quarterback Kyler Murray completed 20 of 32 passes, but it was on the ground where he really made his mark. Murray rushed for a game-high 93 yards on just 10 attempts with 1 touchdown and a critical 24-yard rush that set up Zane Gonzalez's game-winning field goal. Through 5 weeks, Murray now has the second most rush yards of any quarterback in the NFL, trailing only the Ravens' Lamar Jackson. Next week, Arizona will look for win number 2 as it hosts Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. In Tempe, Rob Warner, Cronkite News.
Thanks, Rob. The Cardinals announced that owner Bill Bidwell's funeral will be held here in Phoenix tomorrow. The service is scheduled to start at 10 a.m. at St. Francis Xavier Catholic Church. ASU football will be back in action Saturday, coming off a bye week. And although the Sun Devils did not play last week, they did move up 2 spots in the rankings and now sit at number 18. Arizona State will host Washington State Saturday afternoon with kickoff set for 12:30. The Phoenix Suns team hopes to have stability at point guard this season after having 4 different players man the position last year. The Suns are expecting newly acquired Ricky Rubio to take control at the point.
Ricky Rubio will have a long list of responsibilities for the Phoenix Suns this season. Offensively, getting everyone in their spots, and defensively, setting the tempo. Fitting considering he's one of 5 players in NBA history who's in the top 20 all-time in assists and steals.
You know, he's a tenacious defender. You know, he's going to get under people's skin. I played against him, so I know how it goes. But, you know, I'm glad we're together now.
During training camp, everyone has continued to rave about Ricky Rubio, not only about his play, but his leadership capabilities.
I mean, Ricky's so quiet off the court. Like, you'll have to, make eye contact to say hi. But on the court, he's on my tail. Like, yo, DA, come on, man, let's go. I'm like, all right, got you.
Ricky is taking a leadership role off the court, too, trying to help his young teammates understand playing in the NBA is a different animal.
It's not easy to get to the league, but it's even harder to stay in the league. So it's something that they don't have to be just satisfied being here. They have to be hungry to be better every day.
The Suns ranked in the bottom third of the league in points, points allowed, and assists. All areas where Rubio hopes to help the team improve. In Flagstaff, I'm Lamar Smith, Cronkite News.
Rubio's experience will be a welcomed addition to the Suns roster. Last season, Phoenix had the 5th youngest team in the league, and this year's team is young as well, with just 1 player over the age of 30. The Coyotes are still in search for their first win of the season. On Saturday, Arizona lost to last year's Stanley Cup runner-up, the Boston Bruins, 1-0, dropping the Coyotes' record to 0-2 on the season. After the game, head coach Rick Tocchet and center Derek Stepan talked about playing the right way despite the result.
We had a couple breakaways, a couple 2-on-1s and stuff. Yeah, played well, played hard, did everything right except score. That's basically the summary of the game.
Efforts there, keep pushing each other. Obviously, it's not easy to score in this league, and just keep pushing each other. I mean, play like that most of the nights, you're going to come out on top.
The Phoenix Rising has been tearing it up their 2019 season. Reporter Claudia Faust found out how players who grew up all over the world formed this historic team.
Phoenix Rising has had a record-breaking season. They won 20 straight matches, setting the mark for American pro soccer. So it's safe to say they have a team to remember. That team is a diverse one, to say the least, with players coming from all around the country and the world. Phoenix Rising has 10 international players coming from 8 different countries, with a total travel distance of over 43,000 miles between Phoenix and their homelands. For many players, playing professional soccer is every kid's dream where they come from.
Ghana, everyone loves soccer. Every morning you will see the parents taking their kids to training. Ghana is like a soccer country. Yeah.
As a kid, that's like every kid's dream. Become a professional soccer player. So I guess since I remember, I always wanted to be a professional football player.
They do all speak one language in common: soccer. Well, football.
The game speaks for itself, and they all have a passion for playing football. So whether they're from Spain or from Africa or Northern Europe or different parts of the country here, they all speak that language.
So how do players from all around the world come together to form this team, Phoenix Rising, that's had so much success all season?
I was in Africa for all this while. I played in Congo for almost 5 seasons. So I'm like, let me come to America, because then now American soccer has improved a lot, and people love it here. So hey, why not?
In Phoenix is the fans are amazing, and it's kind of like a little taste of what we'll be playing in Spain. It's just different, the culture, the way people enjoy the game. But I feel like soccer is growing a lot in the States, and every year more and more people are passionate about it, and that's something that I think is really good.
Playing in front of Phoenix Rising's passionate fans reminds them of what it's like on the pitch in their home countries. In Scottsdale, Claudia Faust, Cronkite News.
Phoenix Rising's next home game is Saturday against the Real Monarchs. Their final dollar beer night and last game of the regular season will be on Friday, October 18th. That does it for today's edition of Cronkite Sports Now. For Arizona sports stories from around the valley, visit the Cronkite Sports tab on arizonasports.com. And as always, for top Arizona news stories, head over to our website at cronkitenews.azpbs.org. And be sure to tune in tonight at 5 p.m. on Arizona PBS for our nightly newscast. On behalf of the entire Cronkite Sports Now crew, thanks for watching and have a great start to your week. We'll see you back here at the same time tomorrow.